The following announcement has been paid for by the NCO. You're pretty good, but you're no Connor Oberst.
What's up, party people up in the PPL? This is the Fizz, baby. It's my first game in the PPL, baby. I'm gonna do my best to get a team preview guy up, but should I not, here's the teams. And before you see this, there should be also a team matchy match. Team preview of just my entire team. So let's talk about this instead. So I'm leading off with Crobat. Seems really safe. Ellie leads off with Ditto. She goes for the very safe U-turn, scouts my whole entire moveset. That's fine. So she goes out into her Audino on my U-turn, and I decided to U-turn because, like, well, she's probably Scarf Ditto. I get the slow U-turn off, I get the advantage, so I'm going to U-turn also. So I U-turn out into Big Papa Pump, and I double into Nuh. So I was fairly certain that this Audino is not staying in, and it's not. So she's going to switch out into the Crocodile, which has Intimidate. So it's probably going to Rocks here, but I don't really have anything for it on this T-Tar, so I go into Candice LeRae. Direct counter for all of her physical threats. She actually went for Earthquake. Cool. So, or was it Protect? I don't remember. I missed it, and I'm not going back to correct my own shit. So I go for a Cotton Guard here, right? Now, ideally, Rocks would be up in this, but Cotton Guard Altaria just walls her whole entire team. It's like, whatever. I have natural cure on this, so this burn's not going to really affect me any. I'm just going to go for a Roar, try to phase things out, get some sand damage on stuff. I end up roaring out her Altaria, but so my moveset, so to make this make sense, is Cotton Guard, Roar, Roost, Flamethrower. I know she can't do anything to me, so I'm going to Roost here. If she tries to roar me out, like whatever, she's either going to roar or switch. I go for Roost. My item has not yet been unveiled. So I Roost, Sand goes away, I take burn damage, and I'm thinking I can either roar again here or get some damage. She's going to go for the U-turn, which is great, and she takes a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage. So this set is actually really good for like Hariyama, which I was really worried about that she did not bring. So she actually brought in Starmie on my Roar. I'm really just looking for a good chance to switch out here, but I don't have a good switch in for Crocodile. So the thing I have to do is, I think I'm just gonna get damage off here. She's gonna set up Stealth Rocks. I'm gonna go for Flamethrower. This was in case she had like Registeel and I had to do like some chip damage to it as I'm doing some other stuff, but little damage on Crocodile. She goes for Earthquake. She's faster, so I can Roost safely, get all my health back up. It was a solid play in case I wanted to switch or whatever. I was convinced she didn't have knockoff simply for the fact that she didn't knock off the Rocky Helmet on this thing. So I thought that was a bit weird. I go for Flamethrower here on the Audino switch in. It takes some damage, but I probably take more from burn. And I go for Roar here thinking, okay, if she's Calm Mind Audino, I need to do something to it. But she goes for Ice Beam and then Altaria's down, and I'm like, oh no, because Altaria is like the only thing I have for Crocodile, who I happen to roar out. And I'm like, okay, so I roar out the thing that beats the rest of my team. That's good, theoretically. So I'm like, well, crap, I lost Altaria on a really dumb play. I go into Crobat. I can U-turn, get some damage, or Super Fang. I chose U-turn here, and then I'm like presented with the thing of like, okay, well, what do I U-turn into? I assumed Rock Move, but she does have knockoff, knocks off the Big Papa Pump, and it does a lot of damage. I'm like, okay. Well, this is unfortunate. I'm going to switch back out, go back into Crobat, because she's probably going to go for Earthquake, and she does. So I'm like, okay, here's something I cannot do. I cannot Roost, because if I Roost, then she Earthquakes, and I dead Crobat. So I Super Fang. Boom! Take away half of her remaining health. She EQs. It's great. So I'm like, okay. Knockoff's still going to do a bunch. I'm a little bit bulky, but I got to do something. So she actually protects here, and I'm like, oh, ooh, that would have been a good turn to Roost, but I went for Brave Bird to do damage. So it was like, outside chance, Brave Bird crits, or maybe she's not as bulky as I think, and I can take a KO. After the lefties, I'm like, okay, I most certainly cannot take the KO unless it's crit. So here I U-turn, because, again, I don't want to Roost. Thankfully, she switched into Audino, and that felt pretty good. I can bring in Excadrill and threaten it out with Iron Head. I really want to spin here, because the obvious move is to switch, but if she comes into Crook, then I'm like, I need damage. I need damage on stuff, so I felt like I had to Iron Head here. It felt like the safest move. I don't really have anything for Starmie at this point, so I bring in Tyranitar, take some Rand damage, some sand, the rocks damage, gets the sand up, take a Scald, which annihilates me, man, and gets the burn. I'm like, holy crap. I'm Scarf Special with Pursuit, and with this, I'm like, okay, I don't think she's switching out. I think she's going to try and get the kill here. I go for Dark Pulse and take Starmie down as I go down as well. So now, without Life Orb, I still do have my little guy. So, okay, this is a cool move. So Earthquake and Rock Slide do the same exact damage to this thing. I go for Rock Slide because, like, I need the flinch chance. So I go for Rock Slide. I called it flinch, baby! So I get the flinch. Sand damage is great. It feels really good. After the speed boost, I know I still outspeed it. Because of investment I made specifically for that. Now I go for Earthquake here because it's a higher base move. So if she switches out, it does more damage. It does that much to Crocodile, and I'm like, okay, she's gonna protect here. The sand is gonna run out soon. I go into one half of the Young Bucks, Kabutops, who now is bulky from sand. She protects, which I kind of expected her to do, to get lefties back to put her Crocodile outside of the Earthquake damage KO range. She goes for the Protect here as I go for Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet, she's protected, which is good. So I'm predicting the switch here. And I think now is a good time to use one of the two sprinters I brought. I actually have two things with Rapid Spin. Feels really good to have Rapid Spin, by the way. Oh no, I Stealth Rock. I Stealth Rocked because of this bug thing. Because if it didn't come in here, it would just die. And I didn't want to deal with it. So that felt pretty good. I got the rocks up. I Aqua Jet there. Get rid of the bug because it is a huge threat. Now Audino is in, and I'm feeling like Rapid Spin is the play here. Should I take damage from this thing? I think I'll be okay. So she goes for Dazzling Gleam, which does less than half, and with lefties that I gain back, pretty good. Feel pretty comfortable. However, I know I'm not in range to do anything like important, so I say there's a Hurricane coming through. Bring in Shane Helms, baby. Ellie sets up the Wish here, and I go for Hurricane, expecting her to bring in Ditto right here to try and outdo me, but she goes for Ice Beam. Great. Now I'm 3 attacks in Roost. She protects here on my Fiery Dance. So I'm ready to go 1v1 on this thing. She has Ice Beam. I've actually seen her whole moveset now, I think. Yes, I have. Protect, Wish, Ice Beam, and Dazzling Gleam. Fiery Dance is doing a ton to this thing, so I get the second Fiery Dance off as she wishes, and I get the boost this time, and I'm like, oh yes, oh yes, now things are happening. She goes for Dazzling Gleam here, and actually I roost off. No. Backwards. The wish happens, right? Get the Fiery Dance off, boosted. Hell yeah. She wishes this turn also. And I'm like, okay, 100% she's protecting here. She has to. I'm going to roost because she doesn't know I have roost yet. So I roost up. Boom. Oh, this bug thing is so good. So now I'm at full health, ready to attack. Now, I ran a calc, and I know that I'm going to kill this thing with a something. Fiery Dance, I think, on the Switch. Now I know that +1 Ditto when she eventually imposters me. Oh shit, I got +2. Alright, I missed one of the boosts, I think. And I was like, hey, does a +1 Fiery Dance kill me? No, it doesn't. Not without my life orbs. So like, great. But +2 certainly does, I'm sure. She goes for the Hurricane and misses, and I predicted that actually. I was like, okay, she's going to go for Hurricane, and she's going to miss because I missed Hurricane. Ditto is a direct copy, so it copies the dumb RNG. I go for the Fiery Dance, kill it. Now she brings in the Bird, the only thing that can force me out. So I go into Crobat to sack it. It's going to take this Brave Bird really hard. Crobat dies. Now, very, very little HP here. I'm going to bring in, this one can be Nick Jackson. She's going to go for Roost. I'm going to go straight for Aqua Jet to secure this KO here. This little guy had Rapid Spin, Aqua Jet, Stealth Rocks, and Stone Edge. Cool moveset, man. Come on, man. Cool Kabutops, bro. So now she's gonna bring in Aldino, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go for Stone Edge because I'm not ready for this party to end with Kabutops. And she wishes, and I'm like, ugh. Okay, alright, fine. I'm gonna switch out Preserve Differential because I'm gonna go to the direct counter, which is Volcarona, and get it here. She actually didn't protect on that, so I'm like, fudge, I could. And she went for Ice Beam, since the resist to hit. But she could have froze me. She gets the crit. And I'm like, man, Kabutops could have had 3 kills, man. Could have had 3 kills. Oh, the Fiery Dance. I get the boost. And I know Fiery Dance is going to bring me to victory. I dance with fire every day. Here it goes. Fiery Dance, Volcarona. Oh, boom. That fire, man, is pretty dang good. Take down the Mega Audino, and that is a victory. V for victory. Too sweet me. Atlanta Hawluchas. First win in the PPL ever. Oh, it feels good. My team is amazing. The only thing I wish I had was Altaria. No. Articuno. I want Articuno. Dub should drop Articuno, and I should pick it up. It'd be great. It would be great. I want Articuno. I wanted it really, really bad, and Tup got it, and I was really, really sad. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'm having so much fun in the PPL already. The draft system is amazing. I love it. I love all the people in it. They are so great and happy and fun to be around. And so are you. So, guys, friends, countrymen, tell all your friends about how much I rule, and I will... If you go to Worlds, I'll too sweet you. Yeah, that's right. So, you see me, and you go, oh shit, this. You throw it up, baby, and I'll do it. We'll do it. It'll be great. Okay. Love you, my little babies. Okay, bye-bye.